So one of the main requirements for both the L-1A and the EB-1C is that the beneficiary, the person getting transferred from the company abroad to the US, has worked for at least 1 year of the last 3 abroad. So what are the details here?
Yes, so we have to show that you have been, as the beneficiary, have been employed at the foreign company for at least 1 calendar year in the last 3 years. Usually we document that we request to see your pay stubs, so we have to show at least 12 pay stubs. Some tax records sometimes, if something is wrong with the pay stubs, but we have to show we have to have documentary evidence to show that 1 year of employment for the foreign entity.
Okay, so you said 1 calendar year. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that can subtract time from that calculation, or is it always just 1 year?
So if you spend 2 months in the United States at the U.S. subsidiary, then that will be subtracted from those 12 months.
So let's say I started a job at this company abroad 1 year ago exactly, mm-hmm. but then for business trips or even vacations, it doesn't matter. I stayed 2 months in the U.S. So I actually now am at 10, and I need 2 more months to be able to
correct.
apply for the L-1A.
Yeah, that is correct. So you will need 12 to show that you've been at that company outside the United States for exactly 12, minimum of 12 months. And obviously, if you've traveled to the U.S., we have. I mean, they know that you've been here. You have your I-94, so they would want to see that you spend additional 2 months outside the United States before you qualify for that, for the L-1A or the EB-1C.
And this is the requirement that makes it so hard to transfer with this visa, because I mean, you could only transfer technically to another company for which you have worked abroad for 1 year as well in the last 3.
Right. So this is one of the few visas, if not the only one, that you cannot transfer once you get to the U.S. So let's say you come with an L-1A here, you work 1 year for your employer, and then year 2 you have a better offer from employer B. You can transfer the L-1 at that point because you didn't work for 1 year for employer B outside the United States. So it is impossible to do that transfer. At that point, you can think of other alternatives. If you qualify for O1 or H-1B, you have to go through the lottery, but you cannot transfer an L-1A visa.
This is an important thing about this requirement, because it's important to know that ahead of time before transferring to the US on L1, that you're going to be kind of tied to that employer, and it's going to be extremely hard to move unless you get another visa such as an H-1B or an O1.